Welcome to today's video. Someone DM'd me and said, how do you deal with depression? And can you make a video about that, please? And at the time I was like, sure, no problem. I would love to. And now, as so much time has gone by, it's been in the back of my mind to do this, but also, you know, how can I even make this video when I feel like I'm in it? And then I realized, okay, how am I dealing with it? So that's what I'll talk about a little bit. And, you know, it's something that I've been familiar with as long as I can remember. Depression, it's like a heavy fog. And sometimes it's so overwhelming that I just have to really like, okay, well, how do I deal with it? Sit with it, feel the discomfort, feel the heaviness of it. Also ask myself, you know, is it related to an event? Is it, you know, is it something that's just a feeling, and why is it here right now? So if I can identify maybe if it's an influence of something that's, you know, making me feel so heavy and down, or if it's just where I'm at, who I am, you know, being able to identify where the heaviness is coming from is so important. And how I've dealt with it as I thought about what to say in this video. Since I was, as long as I can remember, let's go back to childhood, how I was dealing with things in childhood. I was playing outside a lot, climbing trees, spending time in nature, dancing, listening to music, coloring, and you know, just doing like the normal kind of things that kids do to enjoy themselves. And I think as we get into adulthood, these things are forgotten, or they're shifted into more adult activities, so to speak. But some of my joyous times, even now still, are the times that I can just let go and laugh, you know, really hard at something absurd or dark. Or, you know, ride my bike, go to the gym. I think physical activity has been probably the most important for me to deal with depression, to really get my body moving and feel that strength inside my body. And it affects my mind that, you know, I feel strong inside here. It clears the space up in my mind. So, yeah, so exercise, dancing, coloring, comfort. Think about things that bring you comfort, and, you know, whatever that feels like to you. And I also thought, when you're in a good space, when you're feeling good about life, make a list, you know, or maybe even in that moment, like, this feels like a really good moment. What's happening? What am I doing right now that feels so good? Write it down, and write other things down that remind you of times when you've been really happy. And I'm talking like naturally happy, like within, you know? Then keep that list handy, like a bulletin board or the refrigerator. Just keep it posted, so the days that when you feel like, I can't get through this day, I can't get out of bed, I can't do this day, you can look at that list and remember, oh wait, you know, there are things that I have been able to do that help me. And always gathering tools, always gathering healing tools. I think throughout life we will encounter different people, read different books, see different videos, posts on social media. There's always going to be information to gather, and sometimes what worked for you to bring you up out of the fog at one point might not work anymore, so then you're gathering new tools. So I hope that this is like clear as far as suggestions, you know, for depression. And you know, again, whenever I make these videos, I can only speak from my own experience. I'm not a healthcare provider, or, you know, steering you away from medicine or into any kind of suggestion. I'm just giving you information of things that have helped me get through some dark times. And, it's interesting in my life where people who don't know my history and my past and just assume things, as we're all prone to do, assumptions about people based on where you see each other at that place and time. And I could be having like a really great day, and then somebody meet me in that great space, and then later on, down the line, learn about my history and be like, whoa, how could you be so happy if that was your life? That was, But to that I say, we are human. We have a wide range of emotions that we're capable of, and it's a choice once you're aware of where your emotions coming from. And sometimes it just needs to be processed. It just needs to be cried out, cried hard. I've done a lot of crying in my life. That was, I believe, like my go-to as well since I was a child. Just been prone to movement into tears. And that was and is still a release for me. And I know that some people just can't cry. It just doesn't come naturally. Some people go more to anger or shut down. And again, awareness, is the first step toward change. So when you're aware of your coping mechanisms, you're aware of what might be holding you in a certain place that you would like to get out of, that's when you start seeking out, tools. And I think that's about it. Just make your list of things that you are aware of that give you good feelings. Try to be around people who give you good feelings, even going places when you can that give you good feelings, looking at pictures that give you good feelings. And I'm talking about like the heart, when your heart feels content and you feel warm and peaceful inside, you want to get to that place. And seek those things out. And meditation, I speak on that. If you're not really a meditator, playing music through an instrument can get you in a place of meditation. Doing any kind of activity that takes you out of that thinking brain and into the creative side is beneficial, I think, for depression. And I hope this helps. I hope some of this resonates with you. And anytime that you're presented with information to make a change in your life, always take what resonates with you, what feels right for you, what feels like I can do this. This feels like a truth to me. You're your own guidance system. You own this body. It's your body. So, take what resonates with you, and maybe other things don't resonate at that time, but will later. So always, learn what's best for you and what feels right for you, what brings you into a place of comfort and peace and joy and good vibes, good feelings, and then go with that. So thank you to the person who asked me some months back if I'd make a video, on things that help me with depression. And I appreciate when I get questions on things that maybe I can give some information of things that have helped me in my life. So thank you for that question, and thank you as well to those of you who do leave comments that are just wonderful to read, beneficial to the community to read, and you're appreciated. So a thank you to you too. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a Patreon, and it has a great little community right now, and more are welcome. So I will leave a link in the description, and it's where my heart is. It's where it's the place that I can share my poetry. I share blogs, videos. I share meditations right now, going through monthly meditations of the 7 main chakras. So I was in the healing arts for many years, body worker, energy worker, and that's what's closest to me, my spirituality. So if you would like to follow me there, join, there's different options, different levels of membership. So just thought I'd go ahead and let you know that that's available too. And until next time, take care.